Hey Sam, have you ever delved into the history of Monastir, Tunisia? Not really, but I've heard it's rich with historical significance. What's so special about it? Well, Monastir is a coastal city with a fascinating past. It dates back to the Phoenician period, but it really gained prominence during the Roman era. Oh, interesting. What happened during the Roman times? Monastir, known as Ruspina back then, became a vital center for olive oil production. Romans built villas and established a prosperous trade network. The city flourished. That's quite something. What about after the Roman period? After the fall of the Roman Empire, Monastir experienced various rulers, Vandals, Byzantines, and Arabs. But its golden age came during the Arab Islamic era. Tell me more about that. Well, the city evolved under Arab rule, with mosques and fortifications being built. It was a key port in the Mediterranean and contributed significantly to the Islamic civilization. Impressive! How about the medieval period? During the medieval period, Monastir faced challenges, including conflicts with European powers. The Ottomans eventually took control in the 16th century. Ottomans? Huh. That's a big shift. What changed under their rule? Monastir became a strategic naval base for the Ottoman Empire. The city expanded, and they constructed fortifications, including the Ribat, which still stands today. The Ribat? That sounds intriguing. What's its story? The Ribat was both a defensive structure and a center for Islamic spiritual training. It played a crucial role in protecting the city and fostering a sense of community. I'd love to visit it someday. How did Monastir fare in the modern era? In the 19th century, Monastir became a part of the French protectorate in Tunisia. It continued to thrive economically, and today, it's a blend of historical charm and modern development. That's quite a journey through history. Monastir sounds like a gem. Absolutely, and this is just a glimpse. There's so much more to discover, from its UNESCO-listed Medina to the well-preserved monuments that showcase its rich history. Thanks for the overview, Alex. I'm intrigued by how Monastir evolved over time. What about the colonial period? How did French rule impact the city? During the French protectorate, which began in 1881, Monastir continued to be an important administrative and economic center. The French invested in infrastructure, including roads and railways, contributing to the city's development. That's a significant influence. Did Monastir play a role in Tunisia's struggle for independence? Absolutely. Monastir was a hotbed of nationalist activities during the struggle for independence. The city witnessed protests, and its residents actively participated in the broader movement for Tunisia's freedom from French rule. It's fascinating how cities become focal points for historical movements. After independence, how did Monastir fare? After Tunisia gained independence in 1956, Monastir continued to grow and modernize. The city became a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors with its historical sites, beautiful beaches, and a vibrant culture. Tourism seems to have played a crucial role. What about recent history? In more recent years, Monastir has faced the challenges of balancing modernization with preserving its rich heritage. Efforts have been made to sustainably develop tourism while safeguarding the city's historical identity. That's great to hear. I always appreciate when cities strive to preserve their history. Are there any specific events or monuments in Monastir that stand out to you? One notable event was the establishment of the Bourguiba Mausoleum in Monastir. It's the final resting place of Habib Bourguiba, Tunisia's first president and a key figure in the country's independence movement. Ah, I've heard about Bourguiba. The mausoleum must be a significant sight. Indeed. The mausoleum is not only an architectural marvel, but also a place of historical importance. It reflects the reverence Tunisians have for Bourguiba and the struggle for independence. It seems like Monastir has a diverse historical tapestry. I appreciate the journey through time, Alex. My pleasure, Sam. If you ever get the chance to visit Monastir, you'll experience firsthand the seamless blend of history and modernity that makes it a unique and captivating destination. Thanks for the insights, Alex. The Bourguiba Mausoleum sounds intriguing. What other historical sites in Monastir would you recommend checking out? Monastir is home to the well-preserved Medina, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The narrow winding streets, traditional architecture, and vibrant markets provide a glimpse into the city's medieval past. Exploring a UNESCO site is always a treat. What about the Ribat you mentioned earlier? Any additional details? The Ribat of Monastir is a must-visit. Originally built in the 8th century, it served both as a defensive fortress and a center for spiritual training. Climb to the top for a panoramic view of the city and the Mediterranean Sea. That sounds like a fantastic vantage point. I'm curious about the cultural side of Monastir. Are there any local traditions or festivals that stand out? Monastir hosts several cultural events and festivals throughout the year. One noteworthy celebration is the Monastir International Festival, featuring music, theater, and art from both local and international talents. Sounds like a vibrant cultural scene. And what about the local cuisine? Any special dishes or culinary experiences unique to Monastir? You can't miss trying the local seafood dishes, given Monastir's coastal location. From grilled fish to traditional couscous with seafood, the culinary scene reflects a blend of Mediterranean flavors. That sounds delicious. Now, switching gears a bit, are there any notable figures from Monastir who left a lasting impact on Tunisia or beyond? Habib Bourguiba, whose mausoleum we mentioned earlier, is a key figure. He played a pivotal role in Tunisia's independence and later served as the country's first president. His legacy is felt not only in Monastir but throughout Tunisia. It's fascinating how individuals can shape the course of history. Speaking of legacies, are there any particular challenges or opportunities Monastir faces in preserving its historical identity? Balancing the demands of modern development, especially in the tourism sector, while safeguarding historical sites is an ongoing challenge. Efforts are being made to ensure sustainable growth, maintaining the city's unique character. Striking that balance is crucial. I appreciate the holistic view of Monastir's history, culture, and challenges, Alex. My pleasure, Sam. Monastir is a city with a rich tapestry, and each layer of its history adds to its charm. If you ever plan a visit, I'm sure you'll find even more to explore and appreciate. Absolutely, Alex. I'm thoroughly captivated by Monastir's story. Let's dive a bit deeper into the cultural aspects. Are there any particular traditions or crafts that are unique to the people of Monastir? Monastir is known for its skilled artisans, especially in the realm of ceramics and traditional pottery. You'll find beautifully crafted items with intricate designs that often reflect the city's historical influences. That sounds like a wonderful way to bring history into the present. Are there specific markets or artisanal areas where one can explore these crafts? The Medina itself is a treasure trove for traditional crafts. You can explore local markets where artisans display their work. Additionally, there are specific workshops where you can witness the craftsmanship firsthand and even try your hand at pottery. That hands-on experience sounds like a unique opportunity. Shifting gears a bit, are there any lesser-known historical anecdotes or hidden gems in Monastir that you find particularly fascinating? One lesser-known gem is the Dar Am Taieb Museum, a private museum housed in a beautifully restored mansion. It showcases a rich collection of artifacts, providing insights into the daily life and history of Monastir. Private museums often offer a more intimate experience. I'll make sure to check that out. On a different note, what about the natural beauty around Monastir? Any scenic spots or outdoor activities you'd recommend? The beaches of Monastir are stunning, with golden sands and clear blue waters. It's an ideal place for relaxation and water activities. Additionally, the city is surrounded by olive groves, offering picturesque landscapes for those interested in exploring the countryside. Combining history with natural beauty is always a winning combination. Now, considering its coastal location, has Monastir played a role in maritime history? Absolutely. Monastir's strategic position on the Mediterranean made it a significant naval base throughout history. The city's history is intertwined with maritime activities, trade, and naval defenses, contributing to its cultural and economic development. It's fascinating how geography shapes the destiny of cities. I'm thoroughly enjoying this journey through Monastir, Alex. I'm glad to hear that, Sam. Monastir is a city that weaves together the threads of its past and present, creating a rich tapestry that continues to captivate those who explore its history and culture.